This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. Now let's talk about it, man. LeBron, Ramon James versus James Harden. And the prediction king strikes again. Hino's Sport was trying to tell you guys, but you wasn't paying attention or you wasn't listening. There is no way in no scenario where James Harden, who is a basketball iteration of a Tony Romo, i.e. Zab Judah, is going to beat the likes of a LeBron, Ramon James. How does Hino's Sport go from being Mr. Naismith of basketball to all of a sudden, you don't know shit about basketball? You don't know shit about basketball. See, this is what we call the grander delusions, or the delusions grander of a reject Robin. Let me say it again. This is what we call the grander delusions over delusions of grandeur of a reject Robin. See, people want to get back into the fold. I get it. Hino's Sport is Batman, but Robin wants to get back into the fold. Reject variation. It is what it is. Keep clout chasing, motherfucker. It is what it is. But the bottom line is, just like LeBron James and James Harden, there's a difference. There's a difference between Hino's Sport and reject Robins. That's the bottom line. You have to look at the Los Angeles Lakers and you have to look at the Houston Rockets. And what you see is a categorical difference between two teams. LeBron and AD are not losing to no fucking Russell Westbrook and James Harden. That's not happening. You got two guys that are ball dominant, ball possession type of players on the same team. They both are pure beta supremes. What do I mean by that? They give you this ideal that they think in their minds that they have the alpha-like game, basically to close games out, basically to deliver the goods when it's all said and done. Russell Westbrook showed his fate as Russell Westbrook when he couldn't understand and bend the proverbial fucking knee to Kevin Durant. James Harden has been showcasing to you guys. I mean, he lost to the high-octane beta, aka Alpha Wannabe, and Stephen Curry. That was enough for you to question James Harden from that time. Every time this guy shows up in the postseason, he's a bona fide choker. You can't trust basketball players that don't give you the ideals of what you need on the basketball court on the opposite side of the coin. You can't trust basketball players that are not your pedos. See, this is why the James Hardens of the world, the Dame Dollars of the world, the Luka Doncics of the world, all of these guys are going to get exposed in the NBA playoffs, because the NBA playoffs is where legends are made. This is where basketball is slowed down to a crawl. And when this happens, guess what, folks? When basketball is slowed down to a crawl, that means now defense has to be played. That means that teams have to shut teams down. This is why they call it the NBA playoffs, where legends are made. James Harden's not a legend. And if I have to pick between LeBron James and James Harden, even though LeBron James to me is overrated, I'm going to pick LeBron James because he is the superstar to James Harden's all-star. Like Meek Mill say, there's levels to this stuff, folks. There's gears, and the gears is simple as this. LeBron James is up here. James Harden is right there. Let me say it again. LeBron James is up here and James Harden is right there. AD is up here. Russell Westbrook is right here. Let me say it again. AD is up here and Russell Westbrook is right there. Don't be surprised if the Lakers close these motherfuckers out in 5 or 6. That's what Hino's Sport is predicting. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. Once a basketball Tony Romo, aka Zab Judah, always a basketball Tony Romo, aka Zab Judah, i.e. James Harden. Once a Russell Westbrook, always a Russell Westbrook. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat true telling fashion. This is Hino's Sport. Checking out.